For the first time in literal months, I can safely say that I'm actually looking forward to the future of Rainbow Six Siege. This recent roadmap that just got revealed for the next year of Siege has actually instilled a lot of hope back in me. Now, as you guys may or may not know, I've kind of stopped playing Siege over the last few months. It's just not been interesting to me at all. Since the whole Siege X rebrand, I really got my hopes up for a brighter future of the game, but this last year has genuinely been a very, very tough struggle for me to continue to enjoy the game. But with the announcement of Ranked 3.0 and some of the fan service things that they finally announced, like the 1v1, 3v3 arcade modes, the shield nerfs, the quality of life changes to things like the observation blocker, these things actually make me believe that the developers behind Rainbow Six Siege are actually starting to listen to us again, and it feels like it's been a while since it's been that way. So just in case you're unaware, let's just give a quick recap on just the stuff that's coming this season, this new season that is about to drop. First and foremost, we're getting a brand new cool operator. We're getting Solid Snake, a pretty well-known character in multiple video game universes at this point. With that also comes a brand new weapon. Now, although this weapon is a pistol and not a primary weapon, it is still some kind of quality content. The 1v1 arcade game mode is coming this season, and obviously we already know that the 3v3 one is coming later on, but they also hinted at a future potential for a 2v2, 3v3 ranked mode for this if the arcade playlists for these modes actually do well. Now, this is something that's kind of been taken off in the last few years with like content creators 1v1ing and stuff like that, and it's something that the community of Siege has kind of wanted as a public playlist for a very long time. And yes, may not be how the game was intended to be played, but it's fun, and if you're solo queuing, for example, just jumping in and playing a few 1v1 arcade matches could be fun, and having a ranked mode attached to that could also be worthwhile. Now, along with all of the new stuff that is coming this season, they did announce that this is also going to be the final season of Dual Front, which was the main thing that they added with the release of Siege X. They added this whole new mode, tried getting people interested in it, and to be honest, I think I am one of the few people who actually enjoyed it. Me and my friend Oscar, we did play this mode quite a lot, and we actually had quite a lot of fun with it. It was very casual, and it was fun to play without focusing too much on what you were actually doing. However, for the grand scheme of the game, not a lot of people were interested in it. It was too casual for a lot of people, and it took too much away from the original identity of Siege. Now, although I would have liked them to experiment with a ranked mode for Dual Front to try and get more people to actually care about it, it is what it is. It's in the past now. We're going to move on, and we're never going to see it again, which for most people, that is probably not a bad thing. Now, that is just the content that is coming this season. We will talk about Ranked 3.0 specifically in just a little bit, but I do want to talk about the rest of the new stuff that's been promised for this year, and some of this stuff has really got me hyped. Now, the first thing, and probably the biggest thing for me, is that they announced a brand new map for Rainbow Six Siege. Now, even though it feels like we had those few new maps not even that long ago now, we had Emerald Plains, we had Lair, and we had Nighthaven Labs. Those three maps actually came out multiple years ago at this point, and it's about time that we did get a new map for everyone to learn, play on, and come up with new creative strategies. And I would love to see Ubisoft add at least one new map every single year from this point moving forward. I think new maps in the game is the easiest way of adding new content to the game without having to rely about the balancing and stuff like that. Just add a new map, make it ranked worthy, and that is amazing content for everyone. Now, in Season 2, we're also getting a brand new gun with the Operator remaster, which I believe is to Dokkaebi. Again, I'm kind of hoping this is going to be a primary weapon that is interesting. At least that way, we're still getting some other form of content other than, you know, just an Operator remaster. In Season 3 of this year, we're also going to be getting a new Defender, which again is kind of fan service, I would would say, because it is going to be a direct counter to shields. I feel like Ubisoft have seen the shield meta rise and they have decided to bring out a brand new way of countering these operators, which is again a massive, huge positive. And then finally, with the final operator remaster in Season 4, we are also going to be getting a brand new gun. And one of the things they actually teased at the end is that for the future of Siege, they might be going back to, or I'm pretty sure they are going back to, 4 operators per season, which I think a lot of people probably missed, but that's going to be insane for the future of this game. And then we also have some other cool quality of life changes as well. We got a new secondary gadget coming for the attackers in Season 4. We're also getting mouse and keyboard native support on console in Season 2. I think that will stop a lot of the people who are currently zimming just because they can't afford a PC. Now, do I think it will stop it? No, but I do think that is a step in the right direction. But by far the best thing about this whole announcement that they did is Ranked 3.0, and I'm going to spend a section of this video talking about that specifically, because this is the thing that we've been asking for as a community for so long. We had Ranked 1.0, it was good, it was perfect in some people's eyes, but there were things missing. And when they translated that into Ranked 2.0, they removed placement matches, they changed it too much. And with Ranked 3.0, I think we're getting the perfect blend between the old and current ranked modes. Now in Ranked 3.0 they are bringing back placement matches, which in my opinion is a much better way of doing it. I'm someone who doesn't have enough time to play 300 matches per season to kind of grind past what Ubisoft thinks my rank should be. I understand that starting off as a copper and working your way up to gold is going to be good, more visually stimulating for those lower rank players, but what it does do is for those higher ranks it kind of limits and kind of annoys more than anything, because if I should be in Plat 2, I have to play 200 games to get to that rank before I can even push past it, unless I've been playing that many matches in previous seasons for it to work. And because I personally am someone who never really had enough time to play that many ranked games, since Ranked 2.0 has dropped, I have just not played it. I've had no interest in Ranked 2.0 since its release, and I'm so happy to see placement matches return. I think one of the biggest things for a lot of people was that the rank that it was showing next to your name didn't really mean anything. Even if you got all the way up to champ, some people would discredit that by saying, well, you've played 1,000 matches this season, you've grinded your way past it, and you were probably getting boosted along the way. It also had a massive impact on people's experience in games, because when you join a match and you see that everyone on the enemy team is plat and above, but everyone on your team is mixed, you have some coppers in there, some unranked, some golds, it would infuriate you, because it would feel like before the match has even started, you've been put at a disadvantage. So one of the main positives of Ranked 3.0 is not only is it going to look like you're playing against the ranks you should be, but you actually will be playing with the ranks that you are currently in. So if I am showing up after my placement matches as a platinum player, when I join a Ranked 3.0 lobby, I should, in theory, be placed in a match with only plats, maybe a few golds, and maybe even some higher. What you won't see is a massive rainbow of ranks going from champion all the way down to copper in a single lobby. That should be seen much, much less, which again is going to avoid some of the confusion and frustration. So overall, I am absolutely pumped about the future of Siege. Ranked 3.0 is something that we've needed. This is the final lifeline of Siege. I think after we've had this run of Ranked 3.0, if Ranked 3.0 does not work, Siege is dead, in my opinion. However, I think they can't miss with this. This is exactly what everyone in the community has been asking for. As long as the servers aren't getting hacked and we can actually play the game and it's working the way it should be, this is guaranteed to succeed, and I think the future of Siege is looking amazing. So let me know all your thoughts and opinions down in the comment section below. Do you agree? Which things do you like? Is there anything you actually don't like moving forward with Siege?